Day one in Florida.
Got a couple turkeys out here in the field. I'm trying to see where they're gonna go. What's up, guys? I'm leaving my house right now, 3:30. Pulling out of the driveway to go pick up Hunter. We're heading to Florida, hopefully to get a turkey. So hopefully we'll be in Florida around 4 o'clock. So you guys stay tuned. We'll pick up Hunter next. Later.
This is your trip, bud.
Get it. Did the update. No,
Oh,
you
you
need
mean
the update to know that you're with me now.
Oh, I'm with RJ now. There, updated.
I picked him up.
We're headed south, Florida bound.
Got 10 hours and 43 minutes to go.
Chris is down there already, so we're gonna meet up with him in the morning. But we're planning on driving through the night, getting down there by about 3 o'clock in the morning, it looks like. Austin and Garrett and Elijah are somewhere behind us, so we'll update you in a little bit. But for now, enjoy this montage of what we're doing.
So we just met up with RJ and Hunter. We're southbound. We're headed to Florida. We got about, total will probably be about 12 and a half hours with stops and everything. We'll be there about 4 o'clock. Hang in there with us, fellas, and it's gonna be a good time.
I was so glad when you called and said you guys were stopping to pee, because I've had to pee for so long.
We just got Elizabethtown. We're about 7.5, 8 hours out. So we keep driving through the night. Sun went down about an hour ago. I can feel the turkeys. I can feel them in my stomach, in my brain, in my liver, everywhere you're supposed to feel. We were driving, we were clucking, got on the diaphragm calls, getting some calls in. Sounds great. I'm excited. Hopefully we can get on some here soon. We're in about, I don't know, 10 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah, 10 hours turkey killing?
Yeah.
Yeah, tackling a turkey in 10 hours.
Easy
I told
peasy.
Austin, no, here, straight up. I told Austin, I said, it's not, we can't call it a turkey tour because everybody else calls it a turkey tour. We're calling it the turkey tackle. Turkey tackle 24. Good? Good?
All right, boys, let's roll out.
That bull can hunt.
6 hours and 6 minutes to go. Still says we're going to be there about 4 a.m., which will be perfect time, about 2 hours before they should start gobbling. Back on the highway, just made it through the city. We're a little over a half tank of gas, so we're going to probably make it all the way down to Alabama before we have to fill up again. But we're going to make that one quick, short, and get back on the road so we can get down to our hunt spot.
We're en route to the actual Piece of Public now. So we are less than an hour from the Piece of Public that we're going to get to. We're going to pull up here, get our clothes changed once we get there at this little access road, and then we're going to sit and chill for like an hour and just wait and find a high spot and just sit and chill, and hopefully we hear birds we can make a move on first thing in the morning. Other than that, that's really all I got at this point. It's almost turkey killing time.
It's March 17th, about 4:35 in the morning. We drove all night. We're here. We're about to hit the woods and see if we can't get on one. So stay tuned.
day one in Florida?
First half of the day.
Half.
I don't know what time it is.
Oh.
See, this is how our day's going. Not going great. Good news is, seen no snakes yet.
8:15 in the morning.
Only 8:15? Man, it feels like it's been 3 days.
It's because we drove for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we drove through the night to get here. We rushed to get here, and I don't know why we did. But we've been hearing a couple hens off in the distance. There's some private land fields. We think that the hens are out with the gobblers. So the sun just popped out. We're going to do a little running and gunning. I know that's not ideal for Florida, but we're going to have to do it anyways to get something accomplished. We want to travel as much ground as we can, and hopefully we can get a bunch of pins where we find tracks, scratching. There was some scratching down in this bottom that me and RJ just walked through, and we did get on a turkey yelping down there, but we have not heard a single gobble all morning long. So we're gonna go to some spots me and Chris hit up last year, or that actually have been 2 years ago now. Try to get on one or two and get RJ his first Florida turkey. But we need to run him through the Florida experience first, which is no gobbles on first day.
Check.
Done. Now let's move on from that.
This should have been a perfect spot. First time in Florida. It's a lot harder than Eastern hunting. We came to what I thought would be a perfect spot. There's just nothing here. I mean, look around, it's all burns. Yeah, there's a creek bottom right down through there too. And we lost Garrett. No idea where Garrett's at. And he has a car keys, so we're kind of screwed.
Struck out in the first spot. We got plenty of time, plenty more spots, and hopefully a lot more birds to hear. We heard a lot of Tweety birds, a lot of spring peepers, a few crows, but not much else. So we're taking the access roads back. I'm gonna try and find some turkeys.
You really do a really good job of updating the camera, Elijah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So far this morning, we've had no luck, but not been bit by snakes. So here we are the second half of the day trying to find a new location, some turkeys to get on. Stay tuned. You'll see one die.
It's a good spot to check, make sure there's no snakes.
Heard that.
This is our third out of the truck experience here in Florida. We're headed back in to some oaks back in here. Looks like all this was freshly burned. There's a field and it's about to rain, so we're hoping that if it does stop raining or it spits and then it stops, that all these turkeys are gonna come out of this creek bottom and head to the field. Will it work? I don't know. We're gonna test it.
I ain't scared of no water.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Nothing. I'll go 3 rounds with Mike Tyson. Hey guys, we rained out for a couple hours. We're back out on it. Got a couple turkeys out here in the field. I'm trying to see where they're gonna go. We might be able to make a play on them tonight. If not, we're definitely gonna know where they're gonna be at in the morning. This hen just keeps getting closer, and he's really moving now too. He's cutting the field now. Look at him.
Well, we just put our first gobbler to bed. That was our first gobbler sighting. We came by this field, we stopped by this morning. We got a burn on this side of the road, and that side's not burnt. And it's pretty thick, but there's a secret road that goes down to an access path down to the road. So we're gonna sneak in underneath this turkey tomorrow morning in the pitch black set up with our backs against this field edge. And hopefully that bird's roosted, you know, a couple 100 yards off this field edge. So that gives us a little buffer room just in case if he flies down and wants to come straight to this field. We have had a rough day. 0 gobbles, 9 hens.
0 sleep.
Well, more hens now. We've seen like 30 hens now. 0 sleep since Friday night. Drove down here Saturday night. Got here this morning. Went hunting. It rained pretty much from about 2 o'clock. Me and RJ sat through the storm, hoping that the thunder would get one of the turkeys to gobble, because nothing was getting any turkey to gobble anywhere near us. RJ and I went back to our Airbnb, met up with the guys, talked a little bit, and the weather just broke, and I'm like, we need to fly by some fields. Came up to a field that we were at this morning, and we were lucky enough to put some eyes on some turkeys as we were driving to this little pull-off, and one of those turkeys just so happened to be a gobbler, and luck would have it, the gobbler went to bed alone, and we're going to be in between him and his hens and this field that they like to hang out in. Rained all afternoon, just stopped. They're going to bed wet, so they're going to want to get out into this field tomorrow morning and dry off, shut around. Hopefully they're firing up tomorrow morning. So it's supposed to be a nice day, sunny. We'll see. Yesterday was kind of a complete washout. We got down here, drove from, obviously Ohio through the night, Saturday night, got here Sunday morning and didn't hear a single gobble. We've seen a lot of turkeys, seen a lot of hens, and then luckily right at last light we seen a turkey working back this private land field, going back onto a piece of public. We've got a good game plan. We think he's roosted over this little point right over a creek, and we think with the sun popping out, and it rained all day yesterday, sun popping out this morning, he's probably going to hit that field about 9 o'clock. So we're going to be in the game, we're going to be in the area of a turkey, so that gives us confidence. Yesterday we didn't even know if we were in even proximity of a turkey other than hens. So we're going to work our way back here. We're going to get across the creek with our headlamps, and once we do, we get on this trail, we'll probably just go lights out. So you probably won't see us until probably it gets a little bit more daylight. Well, we came in after this turkey. Me and RJ kind of sort of put to bed last night. We assumed he wasn't gonna gobble, but man, we surely hoped he would. He hasn't gobbled yet. We're in that corner of that field. This is the perfect spot for him to come in, but we have not heard him gobble yet, and sitting for a turkey that ain't gonna gobble is gonna be tough. So we know one is in the area though, so we're gonna just sit here for a little bit, let the morning unfold, and hopefully one gobbles. We'll find out. We set up on this turkey we thought we put to bed, but apparently he's not in this general vicinity. He could have came off this corner and hit this road, and we just surpassed him. So we're gonna go back up this way, hit the call once we get up on top here and cast our calls out. We're gonna work back to the truck, and then Chris scouted some areas, new areas yesterday, found a bunch of sign tracks and stuff. So we're gonna go into that area. Sun's just now coming up. Haven't heard a single gobble in 2 days of hunting. So stick with us. We're eventually gonna find one. I promise you guys. We'll find one. Otherwise, we're gonna just erase this whole entire trip.
Absolutely.
All right. as you can tell, we're at a different location, still here in Florida. Still haven't heard one. At this point, if they gobble, we might not remember what it sounds like. So they might have gobbled several times now. Anyways, we're going into a new spot. This is the first spot we have found that you have to access by foot travel only. So we're pretty excited to go back in here. We got thousands and thousands of acres back in here. So there's a big river. We're going to kind of ease back that way. As you can see over my shoulder, all this is completely burnt down to the ground and green grass is going through it. So there's some fresh vegetation for turkeys to be in here. We're gonna ease our way back down there to that river. I think there's a lot of truck traffic and tracks, and there's a truck parked up, you know, maybe another half mile back up the piece of public. There's been no new tire tracks that have been here today. Rained yesterday, so we could tell. Anyways, I'm rambling on. So we're gonna go hit this road. We're gonna look for, probably not gonna be able to see scratching, but we're gonna look for tracks in the road, sign, call every once in a while, hopefully get one to strike up. If not, we'll probably set up somewhere where we see the best sign, sit there for a little bit, see if we can't call something in quietly, or at least maybe get something set up for tomorrow. We've been moving along this burn, and we're finally getting into where Chris hears them on the roost, and they constantly just flow through here. Big python hole right there. We're heading back in. I'm gonna try to find us a turkey. Same plan, different day. Just kidding, same day, different plan. We're on a power line slash gas line slash, nope, just gas line. And we're gonna sneak on over here. They just mowed it. Maybe we'll find a turkey that wants to play today. Got real warm. A little windy, not too bad. But I'm thinking we might be able to get into something back in here. Alright, we just spotted 3 toms out in this gas line. We got on the opposite side of it from them because this side's a little bit more brushier. We're slowly creeping up to get in position, but we're a good 400, 300 yards away. So, we'll see. Wish us luck. There's 4 of them. No, I think 2 red, 2 ends. They turned out to be hens. We're gonna still keep the same plan. We're gonna go down here by this water, probably set up shop. No, maybe we'll call one in. Maybe a couple Jakes will come out, and if we're lucky, maybe a couple Toms will come out.
Even luckier. Bearded hen.
Or a bearded hen.
Did you say it like that?
That's how you said it.
Did I?
Yeah, you always talk like this.
I always talk like that.
Yeah, you don't always talk
Throat's
like
dry.
this. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get back on that side where it's shady and take her on easy down there, I guess.
Right now, we're at the spot Hunter and Chris is gonna hunt tomorrow. We're gonna try to locate a bird. We got a pretty good idea where 3 of them are at tomorrow on a different piece of property. So we're splitting up the teams, and I'm gonna take a couple guys with me, and Hunter and Chris is gonna try to run and gun and get some birds. We have 2 good places and don't want to risk really giving up either place, so I'm gonna split up and try to get her done. Me and Elijah and Austin, we're gonna go back over to the gas line power line where we were on 3 birds earlier. Didn't work out, ended up 4 hens, and then the gobblers ended up cutting off at 4. So we're gonna try to hit that spot in the morning, and that way we can be at 2 spots at one time and not give it up to anybody and just go hard with it. So we're gonna try to get it done. That one's close.
Go, 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 go.